looking at? Well, we'll come on screen and explain. Hello, Bridgetti.
Hi, Steven. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
I'm good. I'm good. Very good. Can't complain.
Right. Okay. Now, Sankit announced on March 4th that there's a new feature in InVideo collaboration, and we thought we'd explore that today live. So welcome to the show. You are watching the InVideo Community Show, and we're talking today about InVideo collaboration, which is a great idea because there are so many systems out there which say, okay, you can get a project together, you can get people to discuss the project, but the project in this case is actually on the InVideo site. So it's the best place to actually discuss it.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to go hopefully like this. And we're going to put the screen share at the top. Okay, so what I've done just this minute, just before we came on air, is I've made Bridgetti an editor of my page. Okay, now on our standard InVideo pages, we've got the videos that we've created. And now there's a new button underneath which says review. And if I hit review, then the page will change, the video will load, and down the right-hand side, we have the review. Okay, so you've got the video main screen. You can actually play the video. Hopefully. This is live, remember, anything can happen. Please where your assets load. Okay, so whilst our assets are loading, okay, so okay, I'm going to stop it now. How do I stop it? That's the question. No, it's not that button. It's that button. Okay, so you can play the video, and underneath you've got a comment box, and the comments then appear on the right hand side, so you can discuss the video that's actually on the screen. Now the one that's on the screen at the moment is the one that I created for Nick and I for Amazon Live, but it's just there as an example. Right, Bridgetti, what can you see?
Okay, so on my side, Stephen, I received when you sent the invitation within seconds, I received an email from InVideo confirming that you've sent me an invitation to collaborate. I went ahead and I clicked on the link to collaborate. And I had a choice there to either start a new account with InVideo or to log in with my current account. So once I'd done that, I chose to log in with my current account. Once I'd done that, I went back and I clicked on the link that you first sent me, which didn't work earlier before I had been invited to become a team member. I clicked on the link and it took me to that video directly, only to that video.
Oh, so you've got the same page as that?
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. I'm seeing what you see now, and it's saying welcome to this collaboration. So I'm seeing the video that you shared. That's all I'm seeing.
All right. Okay, let's put this to the test. Would you like to type a comment in the box and we'll see what happens?
Let's have a look in the collaboration box.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. This is real time.
It's definitely real time. It's the first time I've seen this. I mean, I visited the InVideo group this morning, read Sankit's post and thought, that's interesting. Let's take it for a spin, because there are two of us on screen. We can do it. Okay, so now if I put that full screen for a moment so we can all see it, Bridgetti has made a comment, and I'm just going to go over to the page so I can actually read it. Hi, Steven, thanks for sharing with me. I can see the video. Now, this is the beginning, to my mind, I'm just trying to find my way back to the studio. To my mind, this is the beginning of something special, because until now, okay, and I'm just a minute. Hang on. You still there, Bridgetti?
Yes, I am. I am.
Good. Okay. Right, I'm going to take that off full screen. Right. The new Be Live logo at a glance looks like the colorways have changed to be blue and yellow. So yeah, I mean, this is a great idea, isn't it? Because as we were talking before we came live, there are so many different systems where you can set up to share a project. What you're actually sharing is the video as you're actually creating it.
Okay, so I've done something, Stephen.
Yeah.
On the top of my screen, there were two buttons. One said review and one said edit.
Okay.
So when I clicked on it, it took me to the review by default, where I could simply play the video.
Right.
When I clicked on editor, which is what I did now, it actually took me into the editing function of InVideo, so I could go in and edit your video.
Brilliant. This is just getting better and better, because for teamwork.
So you can essentially have more than one person work on a video. You know, whatever your strength is, you can add that to that video and then go back. And I think I believe that there are it'll save versions of it, in as far as
It
I
does,
can
yeah.
tell, saves versions. So I imagine that if I went in and I made a change now, it'll save that as a new version. So it's great. So so it gives me the ability, instead of saying I'd like you to make XYZ changes, I can actually go in and make the changes, and you can see that version, and just continue with it.
Right. Okay. So let's put this to the acid test. What if we both go edit at the same time?
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Right. So I'm clicking the editor button, and it's taking the display we've got on screen now is changing, and it's actually loading my copy. Okay. Now, because
I'm going to have
Bridgetti and I,
go have a look and see what's happening on my side.
yeah.
Whether it takes my ability to edit away while you are editing.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
Right.
still in editor mode.
Yeah, I'm in editor mode too.
So let me see if I can make a change
Okay.
on my side. And I will save my change.
Okay, I'm just going to change the theme back. That didn't quite work as expected, so okay.
Are you able to see the change I made?
Right, I'm going over there now. No, what can you tell me? What did you do, Bridgetti?
I just moved one. I just separated the two images
Oh, right, okay.
of you and Nick. So I moved Nick
Right,
to the left-hand side.
okay. Well, if I refresh the project and let's see what happens. It may take a second or two to load. But if we can edit each other's now, I have a question, because when I initially did this, I just sent you a link to the project page, but that didn't work. What I had to do was to invite you to be a team member, an editor, and that worked. So my question for InVideo is, if I invite somebody to be a team editor, can they just edit the video that I think I've invited them to, or can they edit all my videos? I think that's a very important question.
Yeah, I can't see any of the other videos. I think it's just per video, because you have to send the link to that video to the team member. So I'm not seeing any of your other videos. I'm only seeing that one video.
Okay, so can we take that a step further then? Can you close that tab down, close the tab, and just go into your own InVideo account and see what's occurring on your account and which videos are actually listed?
Sure. Let me do that. You mean to see whether your video is listed as one of mine? Okay, let me do that.
Okay, so what we've established so far is that you can review a video, and if I click the review button, it takes me back to reviewing the video. Oh, right, I'm sorry, right, okay, just an important note. When I refreshed Bridgetti, Nick was on the left-hand side of the screen.
Correct. Yeah, that was the change that I'd made.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm having a look now at my projects, and I don't see your project.
Okay, right. Okay, so in other words, you've been invited to be. I invited you to be a team member, but only for that video, and I think that is very important. So basically, it's on a video by video basis, and you cannot see it on your own page. I think that's yeah.
Correct.
Which I think is a good thing, because it could get very confusing, couldn't it, if my video started appearing on your page?
I wouldn't want that either. It would drive me nuts, because I've got so many of my
yeah. Yeah, seeing my videos on your page. What's more, because the account is a joint account, I was worried that you'd actually see Angelica's videos as well, but you don't. So we've answered that question. We've answered that question. So we haven't found anything which I mean, this is definitely very well thought out. Yeah. In other words, I think this has been tested to the nth degree, and we now just get to use it. And when you invite somebody to be a team member as an editor, we've established that that person can edit the video straight away, can comment. Yeah. Now, from our point of view, this is very important, because going forward, this is a community show. And what we like to do is, I mean, we're showing you our video today, but what we like to do, because we now can, I don't know what you think, Bridgetti, is get people to invite us to join their teams. And then we can actually review their videos live on air without making any changes, of course.
Yeah, it would just make it a whole lot easier to actually play the video, because we tried this last time. Trying to play them from Facebook is a bit of a nightmare, almost impossible. But this way would be a very, very easy way to be able to share people's videos on the show. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, because we would be on our best behavior, and all we'd actually do is just review them and leave constructive comments aside. I mean, this is ideal for actually getting more people involved in creating your videos. There's so much expertise in the InVideo group, that there are people who can help you and help you directly, because you can now share your video with them, one video, and they can come and they can help you with the video. There's no question of send us a link to your video. That's gone. Okay, invite me to be a team member and I can see what you see. And whilst I'm not going to make changes, if we need to know an answer to the question is what's happened in terms of generations. So I'm going to go out of here. I'm going to download that copy. Okay, so I'm going to download that copy and then we'll see what's happened generation wise, because yours should have created a different, yeah.
I didn't download it, Stephen. It did give me the option to download it, but I didn't download it. So I'm not sure
All right, okay.
what impact that would have.
Right, if you don't have the option to download, then that's good. I mean, basically what we're establishing there is that the only person who's got complete control over the video is the creator.
Correct.
Yeah, which is the way it should be. So let's go back to here, and it's rendering my video. But
yeah, so I don't see what you're seeing there.
Right. So basically, it's now rendering the latest version of the video, which is the one that you changed, Bridgetti. So that's good, because it started off with me on. Sorry.
It'll be interesting to see what happens if I download it.
Okay.
Whether it shows me the other versions or just the
That's
version
good.
I did. Shall I try that?
Yep. Surely. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Okay, we're trying this live and on the fly, everyone.
Anything can happen.
I've literally just opened up the browser on my side and just waiting for that video to open. It says loading collaboration mode.
Okay.
So I'm now back where we were with Steve Wood's image on the left-hand side, and I'm now going to go click on download to see what happens when I download.
Right, so you can take a copy away with you to actually, oh, no, in a moment.
I'm not sure. I'm trying it to see whether it actually would allow me to download it or not.
Yeah.
Let's just see. I've got the icon on my screen.
Would you like to share screen?
Turning, so I'm not quite sure if it's going to. I don't think it allows me to download, Stephen.
Ah, right. Okay.
Because when I hover over it, it has got a sort of like a no entry sign over it. So I don't think it allows me to download the project, which means that as we discussed earlier, you as the admin have got full control.
Yeah. I'm just going to stop the video. Right, so the version we've got there is the version after your edit.
Yeah, but it's not allowing me to download it. So
that's good.
That just confirms that the admin has got full control.
Yeah, I mean, it's a win either way. If you could download it, then you could critique it offline. That would be the bonus. But if you can't download it, then, as you've just said, it means that the creator is in total control of where the video goes. But it is, if you've got, I mean, we said, where does the video start and where do you get inspiration from? Basically, you can now get joint inspiration for a video. Yeah, and you can both work on it.
I am seeing on the left-hand side of my screen, it tells me which one I'm editing. And it does give me the options to have a look at your other drafts. So it's date stamped the other drafts that you've got.
Right. Do you want to share your screen and take a look at that?
Yes, I could do that.
Right, so this is from the editor's side, and I'm going to stop that screen display and bring on Bridgetti's screen display. And hopefully in a second. Oh, wait a minute, I'm waiting for it to come through. Yeah, it's just blank at the moment.
Yeah, if you can just give me a second, I'm just trying to find
right,
which
okay.
one it is. Just want to make sure I've got the correct one.
Okay.
Just give me a second. Okay, let me do this differently. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to just make a slight change here quickly. It shouldn't take a moment to load, so just give me a second. It's just loading up on my side. I have to give Chrome permission to share my screen again. So let me just activate that.
Okay.
There we go.
Right, just a second. Yep, just let me move that to the top of the screen. Right, the floor is yours, Bridgetti.
Okay, so so this is the video that Steven has shared with me, and on the top left-hand screen, you can see there is the project number, and then it says live draft. And if I click on live draft, it's going to present me with a drop-down menu. In other words, I can go in and I can have a look at the previous draft that Steven had done. So let me just click on one of those previous drafts. And that was one of his previous drafts. And so I'm going to just leave a comment here saying, let me see if it will let me leave a comment. Okay, it's somehow can't seem to leave a, maybe it's because I'm going back to the current one. So I can't do anything. I can view the previous one, but it's not letting me make any edits to it.
Right,
because
okay.
It's not the live draft. And that makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Actually.
That's good. Again, another security protection, so you can't go and edit a previous version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
So it's not retrospective, which is good.
Yeah. So I'm going to just leave you a comment here now, back in the live draft, which I can edit. Okay. And you should see that comment now on screen.
Yep, and I can see that comment. If I go back to, yeah, that's good. Okay. I think we've proved that it works, Bridgetti. Do you think?
I definitely think so. Well, it works exactly as one would expect it with the security features in place.
Yeah. So just to reiterate, we've been looking at InVideo collaboration, and we have collaborated. Bridgetti has been able to modify and improve one of my videos. And going forward, because community show is on every 2 weeks, if you want us to actually share your video on screen, all you need to do is invite Bridgetti or myself to be a team member. And then we can actually bring the video on screen and we can do a live constructive critique of your video. We won't make any changes though, will we, Bridgetti?
Absolutely not. We definitely won't make any changes to anyone's video. It's simply to show it easily without being able to, without having issues as we did the last time when we were trying with Facebook.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. It makes it a lot easier. It makes it, we can actually see how you've constructed the video. So I can't, no, we've taken it through its paces, and all, well, from my point of view, InVideo collaboration works. Yeah. And if you want somebody to look at, if you want somebody to look at your video now, rather than actually sending them to YouTube or to Facebook, where all they can do is watch it, they can actually come into your sub studio and make constructive comments on the video. Yeah.
Yes, indeed, indeed. So we invite you to participate. Stephen and I will be live again in 2 weeks from now. So if you'd like us to feature your video, please reach out to either one of us.
For now, from Wiltshire in England and from Cape Town in South Africa, it's goodbye from Bridgetti and myself. We'll see you again in 2 weeks' time. And kudos to the team at InVideo for actually creating this very useful addition to our video production toolkit. Let's collaborate.
Absolutely.